Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to the next episode review of Dandadan, episode 8. After the last one of that emotional, heartbreaking episode, which was great by the way, but still, now we're getting back into the comedy gold now. Back into the hilarity of well, because it starts off, with once again getting back with Ken's balls again. I mean, afterwards, so now that Aira brought back to life. Now they're at their place, and everyone's just slurping on noodles, and she convinced herself that Momo and Ken are demons. And even he says that Momo's grandma is a demon too, because she's like, she can't be your grandma. She's too hot and she's too young. And then both the Momo and then Aira just go at each other, just slurping noodles with their mouths full. And Ken's just sitting there, just like eating the noodles to himself, just to let him talk it out, And I was telling, it's like, I was telling Ken, like, hey, even though you're a demon, you still help out, Well, it says, well, I would do anything if everyone's in trouble. So she walks out, and then Momo's grandma goes and says, "Hey, you feel free to take Momo out," and goes and sells her granddaughter out. It's like, "Hey, what is it, you old bag?" And then it starts calling. It just says, "Hey, our auntie's rooting for you." And then after that, then they're gonna put Ken's ball back into his nether regions. And they're do this, but they were playing baseball with it. So Turbo Granny pitches, Momo's grandma's batting, and Momo's catcher, while Ken sits in the chair across the plate, So Turbo Granny throws it and gets throws it right back into his scrotum. He gets like, ah! And then Momo's grandma says, like, well, when you get hit in the junk, you're supposed to jump out of the way. It's like, no. It's like, holy. So we're back into the comedy gold now, which, no pun intended though, because I guess it's golden balls, but come back into the comedy gold again. So now after that they're back in school, and well, Ken says, I can't hang out. I have to do something, right? I have to write a report, right? Actually, it was a lie, though, but he's actually trying to work out. What his Momo's grandma is suggesting, hey, do sit-ups, push-ups, etc., right? Because he wants to make himself stronger, try to protect Momo with, if anything goes wrong, he wants to try to get stronger so he can protect her, And then when Aira shows up, she just starts blatant, just flat out goes and tries to kisses him, and says, "Hey, what are you doing?" Well, she's like, "Well, isn't that what you're supposed to do when you confess your love?" And he's like, "Where'd you get that from?" It's stuff that she's been reading her dad's stuff, his magazines and his movies, right? It's like, that's not how it's supposed to work at all, And then we release another that they fall on top of each other, and that's when Momo sees them, of course. That's what we see in a lot of all these series. They always catches them right in the act like that, though. So, which actually there is no way for him to explain it, though, because, I mean, there's no way getting out of that position, right, So, and then after that, shortly afterwards, Ken's in his class, and then all of a sudden, everyone disappears, and there's water. Water starts. The school is flooding with water, and him and Aira are wondering where everybody's at, and of course there's nobody in the school, and the outside is completely pitch black, and Ken tells her that the same thing happened when it was happening at Momo's place, right, where they were all walled in and everything was pitch black outside. When they fought against the alien, she's like, "Wait, aliens are real?" Yeah, they are. And so, and then with Momo, she's by herself, and then she sees something down the hall, which it's a dinosaur look. It's a dinosaur looking creature, which I call it, which is it's basically like Loch Ness Monster with powers, So yeah, the Loch Ness Monster swims down the hallway, and then like how Momo creates this ripple in the water, goes all the way down the hall, and it senses it, and then all of a sudden, it basically just hyper beams the whole school, just levels the walls down, hyper beams the whole entire school down, not the whole school, but just the whole hallway, at least. So, and then back with Ken and Aira, they see like this boxing creature, kind of like has like a head of an oyster in a way, or like eyes of a snail in a way, and it's a boxer because it has boxing. It's in a standing position like it's ready to box, right? So, and Ken transforms and tells Aira to get out of here, you're in the way. But then his powers get shut out and slammed to the ground, and lo and behold, we see the return of those 3 aliens from the first episode. The one that that abducted Momo, wanting to, do her, right? Yeah, those 3 guys are back again, and they remember Ken because he kicked their asses, and they want his abilities and steal his junk. And even Ken's like, why is everybody after my junk? So, and they want his powers for them, So, and then surprise, they get attacked. Which turns out, Aira, she now has her spirit form now, like Ken, but it's because since the spirit of the acrobatic Silky, since she transferred her aura into her, she now has the spirit ability now, a spirit form too now. So now she has her own spirit form like Ken does now. So she has the powers of she can move her hair like Silky does. So now she has her own form now, which is cool, So, but that's funny. The funny thing though, she says like she calls Ken a demon. So now, so she has this spirit form. Now, what does that make her now, huh? I would like to see her. I would like to see her point that out too. So what? I'm a demon now. So, but episode 8 was a very fun episode. Another very fun episode. Just once again dealing with Ken's balls, just playing baseball with it. That's hilarious. And of course, the whole thing with Momo has, she's pissed about because with Ken and Aira, how they were earlier on top of each other. So, and then the return of those aliens again. Okay, as I could expect to see them again, and then dealing with that boxing creature, then dealing with the Loch Ness Monster too, So, but yeah, overall, very fun episode still of episode 8. I'm still looking forward to more, and now we're basically we have more quarter of the way there now, so a quarter left, I would say, and I would like to see a second season too, so I'm sure it does. But anyway, that's episode 8 of Dandadan. Very fun episode once again. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more, and we'll see you next time. Later.